Hey there, it's Raven Scry here to offer another reading. This one has been offered by Matt, so thank you, Matt. And the coins that he selected are Kalao, Looksrare, and Gzil. If you'd like one of these readings, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me via the About page of the channel and the email there. Enjoy this one. Okay, so I'm just going to jump straight in to the readings. The first coin that you've selected is Kalao, which is a KLO. Now, I had a little quick look at this project on CoinMarketCap, and it was trying to take me to a strange website that was saying it was going to steal my information. So I don't know if there's a problem with a link there on that or not, but I was just a bit mindful of that. I was like, Anyway, okay, so as I connect into the energy of the project, Kalao, as I've spoken of before, sometimes these smaller coins are hard to find because it is quite small, this coin. But we'll connect in and just see what comes through here. Okay, Kalao. Okay, they're showing me like a road. There's a lot of pebbles on this road, little stones, and it's like someone's coming along and they're kind of kicking the stones down the road. They're kind of walking up to one, kick it into the distance, walk up to another, kick it into the distance, walk up to another, kick it into the distance. It's sort of like this kind of dispersion of the energy in the way that it's being shown. So I ask Spirit, if what they have to share around Kalao, and anything that is important to share around this. It's like they show it at quite a low level, and they just kind of they're taking me back to this visual of kicking these stones. And I ask the significance of this kicking the stones, because it almost feels like these stones are projects and they're just being kicked away. It's like they don't even get a sort of a chance or a sort of a start in where they were trying to go, and someone's just carelessly kicking them into the distance. Now I asked for a little bit more around this project, Spirit. Any advice around this project? They're giving me a bit of a not too sure. And they're kind of really keeping it low, like they're keeping the energy low, and not really engaging there. They're just kind of keep pointing me back to this road, but a low level. So it's to do with height. Sometimes when Spirit comes in, it's like there's this really lifted energy that they bring, but they're just kind of observing it and pointing to that, and I just feel this kind of low level of something that's not really lifting in the way that the energy feels. Now I'm just going to say, moving along now to through 2024 into 2025, the trajectory of Kalao, and if there's anything that they wish to share around that. I hear stagnant, and I'm not feeling like it's picking up. Like it moves along, there's ups and there's downs, but there's just it feels like there's a real stagnance around it. And it's almost like when there's power moments too, which feels to be when, the market starts to pick up and a lot of things shoot off. It sort of tries, but it doesn't quite make it. It's like it doesn't have enough steam with it to move it, if that makes sense. Now, these things can change, but with the way that Spirit's speaking about the energy of this project at the moment, it's just very... a bit nothingy, kicking these things away and leaving it at this lower level, and giving the stagnance. I'm not feeling great energy around it at this time. So we're just going to move along from this project. So the next coin that you've selected is Looksrare, which is looks. Okay. Okay, as soon as I connect to this, I get this kind of interesting, this kind of shuddery energy. And I hear spirits say we like this one. And so that's interesting because, they often won't say that. But it's like the way that they come through, they kind of get right in my ear here. It's like they're coming right into my ear, to the side. It's quite close. And it's like there's things for this one. There's things that are going to come in for this one. Good possibilities, big possibilities. And they show expansion. And yeah, it's got promise. I feel like, ooh, okay, this is interesting. And I ask Spirit, is what else is there to share around looks rare, goals, hitting goals, triumphant. They're saying not like the other one, There was a stagnance with the other one, but this one is going places. This one has an energy about it. And I ask now, well, if we move further into 2024, into 2025, what's the trajectory here? And they're just saying like triumphant again, goals, hitting goals, reaching goals, which feels very promising. And they're showing me a scene now. Somebody sitting there in their lounge room with a big screen. It's like they're watching telly, and it looks like a bit of a theatre room that they have, and they're flicking through all these things that they own on the screen, and it's like they're quite proud of themselves. It's interesting because it's really reminds me of like NFTs. They've gathered all of these things and they're looking at them on this big screen in their home theatre, flicking with the remote. It's like, oh look, I've got this, I've got, and then there's a sword. And then there's, okay, let's just flick. And there's berries. One's got berries, a sword. And I'm just going to be a bit cheeky with Spirit here. Okay, I'm just going to ask, is there anything significant within these NFTs that we're looking at that, you can bring attention to, that is extra information here? They're showing me lemons. And, okay, I'm just going to ask, is there something that is going to do very well and go up a lot, that's worth a lot within this selection of NFTs? Can you show me? They're saying the pink one's good, and they're showing me a carton. It's like a carton of something, and the pink one's good. And I ask, is there anything more interesting? There's eggs again. This eggs reference, it's interesting. It also feels like it's connected to the collective energy at the moment too, about a great deal of opening that's taking place. But I won't go there. I won't steer off into that. But there is this carton. There is this pink one that's good. There is these eggs, and I'm just going to ask for one more significant NFT that they can show me on this screen that's going to be worth a lot of money. Dreams. It's interesting. They show me like. It's like a puff of dreams, and it's like there's little stars around it. It's like an energy, but it's reminding me of like a puff of dreams, or like a speech bubble, something sort of strange like this. But they're good ones, is what they're wanting to say. So looks rare, looks interesting, and it feels as though they're showing me sort of larger adoption and what's going to happen with the project on a more personal level, and perhaps leading into some more intricate information there. So I'll leave you with that to explore that, because it could be quite interesting. And I'm just going to ask for anything more that they wish to share around Looksrare. Is there anything more here that you wish to add? They're giving me cherries as well. And it's like they're offering me the cherries, but I feel as though it's connected to the NFT. It's like 2 cherries, and they just pop it in my hand. And it's like a delightful feeling. There's a great deal of delight in it. And interestingly, because as I hold the cherries in my hand, it's like I feel my heart sort of start to expand, and joy come in. There's a lot of abundance that's coming in here, and there's a lot of wealth, I want to say too. I also am getting reference to like games, like almost poker games, where things flick through the screen. They, you pull the lever and it goes, and then it aligns. Things come up all in a line now, and perhaps that's connected with the cherries, but yeah, there's just this thing with the cherries, and the cherries, what they provide, this great deal of abundance. So it almost feels like that is key to offering this next level of abundance. And it's very, very nice in the way that they share it, because it's an abundance of sensation, like eating the cherries, but it's an NFT as well. It's like the lavish, food and all the yummy little things that you can have, but within that there's also there's all this wealth that comes in. So yeah, very exciting. And as I said that, I looked up at 1111, so beautifully aligned with spirit. All right, that's a bit of an uplifting feeling that's left me with, so thank you, Looksrare. Okay, so the third project that you've requested is Gzil. Okay, as I connect to Gzil, I'm hearing abundance. I also get this shuddery energy, but like there's a level of movement here, abundance. Talking about it taking off soon, to new heights, but not soon, but not yet. It's like don't act in haste or something. It's kind of like it's going, but don't act in haste. They kind of, it's like they're putting the brakes on it, but showing it zooming off in some way. It's like there's something trying to block it or something holding it down, but then we move and it just goes, it just goes pop, and just starts moving. Now, really, this feels like it should connect to Zil, because, all you need is Zil after all. But it's interesting, moving back to Gzil. So they're just kind of relating to this popping movement, this acceleration. Now I ask Spirit, okay, help me to understand this, and what else can you offer around Gzil? They're using the word epic, actually. Epic moves, epic growth. And I feel this surging of energy coming in. It's almost like wants to take my breath away. Something's coming here with this, that looks to be like there's anticipation. It's like when something amazing's about to happen, you start to feel it. Your butterflies in your stomach, and this sort of like anticipation of something amazing, and it's almost like I can't quite be with this feeling because it's overwhelming. It's starting to accelerate into something exciting, and could be unbelievable to some in the way the energy feels. So I'm just going to ask Spirit what more that they have to offer around Gzil. They're just saying success, movement. They're just showing that it's gonna move. And they're saying moon. They're saying moon, the word moon, and I hesitate with that word. I'm like, Spirit, I don't know if I want to say moon. Given the context of everything and the space we're in, but they just say moon, and they give me a little thumb, like it's a little bit of a cheeky. That's the word. You say it or you don't, but I'm going to say it. So it feels like something's coming that's quite significant for Gzil. And I ask, is it in connection to Zil as well? Because we did do a reading about Zil, but this energy didn't. I don't recall it coming in. It may be separate, but is it connecting into like the two of them? Because they're connected to each other. 444 coming up right in front, and a 4444. So interesting alignment there too. So Zilliqa, is there anything to share around Zilliqa's connection here? wait for it. There's something exciting brewing, and it feels sooner than later. In the way the energy feels, it's making me like, ooh, when, exciting, something's coming. So yes, positive. It's quite a positive vibe. So any last words around Gzil, Spirit? And they're just kind of winking at me, and they're like, we like this one. I think, sometimes they're so cheeky, the way they're like, okay, this is a big game for them as well. Like, this is what we come in and we say these things, and, sometimes they almost like mock themselves or mock this process. And it's a little bit funny, the humour that comes through. But yes, exciting. Gzil's looking like something exciting's coming for it. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that you've enjoyed those readings. If you've got anything to share around any of those projects, please don't hesitate to pop them below in the comments. Some of those things that came through were kind of exciting. It left me with a little bit of a high, which was nice. Nice for the readings. Sometimes these readings can be very tedious to be kind of looking through and working with. But this had a nice uplifting feeling. Okay, so if you'd like one of these readings, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me via the About page of the channel and the email there, and I'll see you soon. Raven Scry signing off.